the team of Johnny Swinger and Buff Bagwell. This tag team, both very impressive physically, and certainly as Bagwell and Swinger go into this tag team contest, Bagwell comes in with an impressive tag team record. Well, absolutely. He's been a tag team champion in WCW how many times? 6 times, and certainly with 5 different partners. That is an impressive record for Buff Bagwell. Johnny Swinger knows Swinger to tag team competition in his own right. There they are, the team of Swinger and Bagwell. And their opponents about to make their way to the ring. And their opponents about to make his way to the ring from Miami, Florida. This is Screamin' Smiley. An innovator, certainly a interesting combination. He can go hardcore on you, he can go lucha libre style on you.
Well, what is he doing that ridiculous dance move for? If there's one thing that does not belong in professional wrestling, it's ridiculous dance moves.
That's coming from the Disco Inferno.
Yes.
Norman Smiley in the ring. And it's, wait a minute, Swinger and Bagwell jump Smiley.
Well, they're smart. His partner hasn't been introduced yet. Jeremy, you're getting him beat up out here.
And his tag team partner. Disciples of the New Church. This is Malice. 6'8", 300 pounds. Look at this. Malice. Ooh. Who is so impressive, so large. Why look at outsized is the incredible Swinger.
Yeah, he just saved Norman Smiley's ass in there.
Of course, Malice, a member of the Disciples of the New Church, one of the most agile big men in the business, not to mention how intimidating he looks.
And he does have a lot of nice tattoos.
He certainly has no shortage of ink.
Right, I don't mean like nice, but I mean it looks kind of cool. It looks, I mean, you know, very evil.
Yeah, it certainly does look evil. And Conan, I know you've been in the ring with Bagwell before. I know you've seen him before and faced him many times. Tag team partners like Bagwell and Swinger, you have to give it to them. They seem to enjoy the most success in their careers when both men had a tag team partner.
Occasions, right?
Absolutely. Certainly Bagwell, a decorated history when it comes to tag team action here. I'm not sure he knows what to make of Malice.
Well, I can tell you what to make of Malice. A big scary looking guy with a bunch of tattoos all over him that could beat the living hell out of you if you wanted to.
Well, certainly Bagwell with the experience factor.
Well, it's very cocky. There's quarters of a lot of stupidity sometimes.
And Malice with the double finger salute to Bagwell.
Well, that's always been affected by another noted wrestler that made that very famous.
And who would that be?
You know, the guy that gave the double pinkies.
Oh, right. Bagwell into the ropes, taking his time. Now, this is the experience factor. Bagwell slowing it down. He realizes if he's going to have any impact of the giant Malice, he's going to have to either take him off his feet, use some submission maneuvers, but just more so than anything, stay away from the power that Malice possesses.
Submission maneuvers. Bagwell, he's from Marietta, Georgia. All he does is get in fights. The guy grew up, he fights in the schoolyard, he fights in the bars, he fights in the football games, fights at the Burger Kings, fights at the McDonald's.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to go in against Malice with the game plan of nothing but fighting, you'll probably end up on the losing end.
He actually got in a fight at a Kmart parking lot one time. Over what? Parking space? He beat up a 57-year-old man in a parking lot at Kmart in Marietta, Georgia.
Well, he probably was asking. Here we go. There's a shin breaker out of nowhere. Makes the tag now to Johnny Swinger. Swinger goes to work now on Malice. Norman Smiley, who just jumped at the beginning of thankfully saved by Malice. Given some time to recover now, is tagged in apparently. Ooh. And here comes the screaming one. Norman Smiley, a fan favorite.
That was Osowski did go for advice. Yeah, he said this Malice guy is so out of control that he's ruining the match and ruining the strategy.
Malice now. And Norman Smiley in control of Swinger. Swinger now. Reaching over. Great break. Shoulder block. Down goes Smiley. Smiley, stop.
Oh, that's absurd. Let's be honest with you. I think the big wiggle should be banned. Any type of ridiculous, goofy, stupid dancing maneuver that does not belong in sports entertainment.
You just described yourself.
Nice reversal by Smiley. Heads up maneuver. Turns it now. Straight up and down is Swinger. Double overarm drop by the Screamer one, Norman Smiley.
I really don't think it's proper for Norman to be so scantily clad out here. I mean, I think the man should wear more clothes. I think that's very perverse.
You do?
Yes, I do. I don't think there's any real room for that in professional wrestling.
Well, you are the last person that should be giving any wrestler fashion. Here we go. Sunset flip blocked by Swinger. By, the referee takes it upon himself to break Swinger from the ropes. It's a 2 count. Not enough to pin Swinger.
Well, Norman Smiley's going to town here. And I'll tell you what, the Bagwell Swinger tag team, not jelly well back here. They got no teamwork down, no double team maneuvers, nothing. They don't know what. Oh, smart move by Bagwell.
That's the experience factor coming in. Swinger now to his knees.
Yeah,
caught Smiley with a neck breaker of sorts. Chin breaker.
No, there was an inverted stunner.
Crowd now on the case. The team of Swinger and Bagwell.
Well, the crowd not liking Marcus Bagwell here. Buff Bagwell, the Buff Daddy. Buff is like, there we go.
I will say this much. I know why they don't like him here.
Why?
Last time we were here with World Wrestling All-Stars about a year ago, he identified this town, and I quote, as Glasgow, England. He doesn't care about these people so much, he doesn't even care to know the name of the country.
Either that or he just failed out of high school. I didn't know where Glasgow, England was either.
Norman Smiley reaching for the tag. Not enough momentum behind him.
Actually, you should pronounce it Glasgow. If you say Glasgow, and people, you might get punched in the face. It's very rough down here, Jeremy.
Our second time here in this great city for the World Wrestling All-Stars. This time, but the cameras, it's pay-per-view time. And the fans here have been big WWE fans since we were here just about a year ago.
Conan, you've been in wrestling for the better part of 12 years. What do you think about the tag team of Johnny Swinger and Buff Bagwell? Do you like this tag team?
Like I said before, Buff Bagwell, who's been tag team champion on numerous occasions, is obviously has a game plan and a strategy, and they're keeping Norman in as long as they can, hoping to wear him down.
Are you holding it against him that he's from Marietta, Georgia?
Yes.
Well, you heard it. Some great insight by Conan there, Jeremy.
Choking him now with the tape. The wristband tape, I guess you could call it, from Johnny Swinger.
Norman Smiley reminds me very much of Richard Pryor in his youth.
I was thinking more Warren Moon.
Warren Moon. He looks like he's talking to Warren Moon, Richard Pryor, and a little bit of Eddie Murphy in there.
Referee now not seeing Diamond with the front. Bagwell now with a kick to the stomach of Norman Smiley. Then right now.
Norman Smiley not faring too well. Norman Smiley, I want to tell you a little story, Jeremy. On this tour, Norman Smiley and Mike Sanders had a game of squash, and he killed Mike Sanders in squash. He'll kill you in tennis, he'll kill you in racquetball. I just don't think professional wrestling, a contact sport, is conducive to Norman Smiley's career.
I'll disagree. Norman Smiley is a former WCW hardcore champion. Took Devin Storm to the limits of WA the inception in an incredible hardcore match.
Norman Smiley, also former heavyweight champion in Mexico in the EMLL, and also is a shoe fighter for UWF. So he's going to accomplish wrestling.
I disagree with that. I question that.
Referee giving Buff Bagwell a hard time. That's the thing about Bagwell. One thing you can say about him, very easily distracted over the years. Whether it takes a moment to pause and pose or to tangle it up with the referee, Bagwell, one of his main faults in the ring has always been his ability to be easily distracted.
Oh, wow.
It's cost him before. Might cost him again. Here's a cover. 2.
Well, being from Marietta, he's drunk half the time, and I also like
ridiculous.
That's true, and I'd also like to see Johnny Swinger Buff are real popular in the Glasgow bathhouses.
Now, how would you know about that, Conan? I know. I mean, I've never been in a Glasgow bathhouse. Jeremy, have you been in a Glasgow bathhouse?
Okay. Norman Smiley choked across the second rope. Swinger now. Smiley and Swinger, you got to hand it to them, working very well together as a tag team. Their debut on the WWA as a tag team, functioning like they've been tagging together for years.
What I'd like to do, though, also, Jeremy, after the show, if we'd like to go to some of the Glasgow bathhouses with me and see if they know Buck and Johnny Swinger.
I'll meet you there. Norman Smiley now stops it. Oh, four packs of the 1, 2. Now up the pin screaming Norman Smiley. Both guys down. Norman Smiley and Bagwell now. Both, either one needs to make an attack at this point. Malice on the outside. Swinger on the outside.
Jeremy, as I stated before, Buck's experience in tag team matches has been exemplified in this match. And basically, they've had the better combination. Yes, that's really the good part.
Here's Malice with a big boom. Down goes Bagwell. And a big hand. Sizing up Bagwell. Malice on fire.
Oh, he's fired up because he's of Scottish heritage.
Here we go. Big scoop and slam. Here comes Bagwell. The momentum carried him. Malice out to the floor now. Norman Smiley back in the ring. Taking it to Swinger on the inside. Malice taking it to Bagwell on the outside.
Oh, he posted him. Great move by Bagwell outside the ring. And Norman goes for the big slam. He's going to rock that ass. Oh, no, not the big wiggle. Come on.
Here it comes. Norman Smiley looks to the crowd.
What's he going to do? No, this should be banned.
Oh, here it comes. The big wiggle.
Oh, he got him.
Low blow by Swinger in the midst of the big wiggle. And there it is.
Great teamwork.
Cover by Swinger. And Bagwell and Johnny Swinger.
Well, I predicted that they would win. It was my prediction. You know, I said earlier tonight that they would win their match. I don't know if anybody heard it, but I predicted that they would win. I predicted that Shark would win. So far, my prediction is 2-2. I predicted you would win. I predicted that you would win your match.
Well, certainly impressive nonetheless.
If you have the vote so far tonight, what would be the best?
Oh, no, here's the crowd cleaning house after the match. Malice, without the victory, but trying to win the war. Buck Bagwell now, shot into the rope. Here comes Malice, big clothesline. And Bagwell scatters out. Still with the victory, though. Still victorious. Here in the World Wrestling All-Stars Retribution. Your winners of this tag team contest, Bagwell and Swinger, here for the WWA.
Jeff Jarrett, what are you doing here tonight?
Scott DeMore, what am I doing here? I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing here. I just got off a plane ride for 15 hours from my home in Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm right here in Glasgow, Scotland. Andrew McManus picked me up at the airport, and he said, Jeff, you got some business to take care of. The name, the theme of tonight's card is Retribution. Well, I'm going to be taking on the front row Nathan Jones, and Retribution is exactly that's what's going to happen. It's going to be the name of the game. But the second reason I'm here is to defend my NWA World Heavyweight title. So, Scott, go tell all those Scottish slap asses out there that I'm going to beat Nathan's ass. Now choke on that.